How are we halfway through the year already? This is amazing. June 1st. Happy National Donut Day. One of my favorite holidays. I bring it up every year because it was my last day on the radio. So it will forever be ingrained in my memory. I spent the morning torturing donut shops around the greater Lancaster Palmdale area. And then I was off the air, and then following Monday, I started at network, and I have now been there 5 years. Time flies, huh? It's a good run for me. It had been a long time since I had a job for 5 years straight. So that is awesome, and it is National Donut Day, and I'm trying to look up because there is a military aspect to this. It's why soldiers were called doughboys. Some places are giving away free donuts. Lots of articles on that, but where's the history of... Here it is. National Donut Day. I will be getting my donuts at Donut Prince in Burbank for National Donut Day. It started in 1938 as a fundraiser for Chicago's Salvation Army. Their goal was to help those in need during the Great Depression and to honor the Salvation Army lassies of World War I who served donuts to soldiers. Soon after the U.S. entrance into World War I in 1917, the Salvation Army sent a fact-finding mission to France. The mission concluded that the needs of U.S. enlisted men could be met by canteens, social centers termed huts that could serve baked goods, providing writing supplies and stamps, and provide a clothes mending service. Typically, staff members, typically there were 6 staff members per hut, and it would include 4 female volunteers who could mother the boys. These huts were established by the Salvation Army in the United States near Army training centers. About 250 Salvation Army volunteers went to France because of the difficulties of providing freshly baked goods from huts established in abandoned buildings near to front lines. The 2 Salvation Army volunteers came up with the idea of providing donuts. These are reported to have been an instant hit, and soon many soldiers were visiting the Salvation Army huts. Soon the women who did this work became known as the servicemen as donut girls. A misconception has taken hold that the provision of donuts to U.S. enlisted men in World War I is the origin of the term doughboy. Oh, I was wrong. To describe U.S. infantry, but the term was in use as early as the Mexican-American War of 1846 and 47. So that is not, it has nothing to do with donuts. In Chicago and other cities, National Donut Day is still a fundraiser for the Salvation Army. In 2017, the organization joined with Russ Market in Chicago and other cities. Joined with Russ Market, Super Saver, Lamar's Donuts, Hertz Donut, and Krispy Kreme in Lincoln, Nebraska, and Tempe, Arizona to raise funds on National Donut Day. The Second World War, Red Cross volunteers also distributed donuts, and it became routine to refer to the Red Cross girls as donut dollies as well. There are 3 other donut holidays, the origins of which are obscure. International Jelly-Filled Donut Day, which is widely recognized as June 8th, and occasionally June 9th, it says. National Cream-Filled Donut Day is celebrated on September 14th, although there is also a National Boston Cream Pie Day observed October 23rd, and Buy a Donut Day occurs on October 30th. Of those holidays, National Donut Day is the only one that I celebrate. So anyway, that is today. Go have yourself a donut. There are a bunch of places to get free donuts. Let's see where these articles suggest. Here's People Magazine. I kind of trust that one. What is this? Burger King. It says it's not free, but the fast food joint is creating its own spin on the holiday with their Whopper donut. The concoction, a Whopper. Oh, this is new. A Whopper with a hole in the middle is only available at 5 locations in Boston, Miami, LA, New York, and Salt Lake City. The guests will receive the middle cut out as a free slider. So there you go. Cumberland Farms, from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m., stop by any location of this convenience store for a free donut with the purchase of a farmhouse blend or chill zone beverage. Donut Plant, in honor of this New York City's chain's newest location opening inside of Grand Central Terminal, each of their shops will be giving away a free mini donut with any purchase on Friday. The complimentary treat is inspired by the green celestial mural on Grand Central ceiling. So the donut will feature a naturally colored cerulean blue glaze with tiny gold stars. Duck Donuts. Visitors will receive 1 bare cinnamon sugar or powder sugar donut. No purchase necessary. And it says customers who visit on June 1st will also receive an exclusive National Donut Day coupon for buy 1 donut, get 1 free, which will be redeemable until June 17th. Dunkin' Donuts, that's one I know we have around here. They say, along with welcoming 2 new donut varieties to their limited edition summer menu, which will be vanilla cake batter and chocolate cake batter, this coffee and donut shop is offering customers a free classic donut of their choice with the purchase of any beverage. Sorry, it started playing music. It was driving me crazy. Choose between Boston cream, glazed chocolate, and strawberry frosted with sprinkles. Edible. You may know this company from their edible arrangements full of chocolate-dipped fruit bouquets, but they just launched a new line of edible donuts. These donuts are really fresh apples dipped in chocolate and shaped into a circle with a hole in the middle, and they feature different toppings like chocolate glaze, sprinkles, caramelized hazelnut crunch, coconut shavings, and almonds. They say swing by any edible storefront to pick up a complimentary treat on Friday. Honeydew. Stop by any of these New England-based coffee and donut chains locations to receive a free s'mores donut with the purchase of a medium beverage or larger. Krispy Kreme. Swing by your nearest location and receive any donut on the menu, completely complimentary, no purchase necessary. That's very nice of them. Papa John's. Now that's pizza. Purchase a pizza from this nationwide chain and receive an order of free donut holes for dessert. There you go. Salvation Army. The charitable organization will be partnering with Entenmann's to host a series of Do Good donut parties where they will serve over 10,000 donuts to 8,500 veterans across America. These parties will be alongside other Salvation Army events, including Donut Eating Championship in Los Angeles and an annual free donut celebration in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tim Hortons. At 5 locations of this fast food chain across Buffalo, New York, Columbus, Ohio, and Detroit, Michigan, the first in-restaurant guests in tomorrow or today who ask for gold Timbits will get them for free and win the prize of free donuts for a year. Their Timbits are covered in edible 24-karat gold and dipped in honey. Walmart. All retailers nationwide are giving away complimentary whole glazed donuts to customers who enter their store on Friday. So all you got to do is walk into Walmart, which I was there tonight, not by choice. Well, I mean, it was by choice. Nobody forced me to go. But I tried to go to Target. I needed to buy a helium tank for my sister's baby's birthday party. And I went to Target to get one, and they were sold out. And then the lady's like, well, they have them at Michael's. And I'm like, crap, I can get it for way cheaper at Walmart, which is across the parking lot. So then I went to Walmart, which I hate going to there, and it was a pain in the ass. And I am not a fan of Walmart. But I did, in fact, go there against my better judgment. And I survived, but not a fan of that place. but it's Target's fault for not keeping in stock crap that they. Why are they doing a news story on Weezer covering Africa? Weezer covered Toto's Africa, and somehow it's getting national news coverage. Yeah, I don't know why that's news, but I do know that if you haven't been up to date, yacht rock has been a trend amongst hipsters, and it's a sound that that is being emulated in some new music. But I feel like the fact that Weezer is now covering Toto means that yacht rock has jumped the shark and it is no longer going to be cool. So I think we are seeing the end of the yacht rock trend right now. I know I've told you guys, but on Sunday, if you're not doing anything, noon at the Village at Topanga, my artist Lily Kershaw will be performing for free. And tonight, National Donut Night, my artist Mallrat will be performing at 7 p.m. at Fig and 7th, which is in downtown Los Angeles. And she is really good. Bing and I went and saw her about a month ago, or during spring break, whenever the hell his spring break was, we went and saw it. And she's really good, and she's Australian. And, oh my God, I hate these stories. These stories always give me the creeps. It's loading, but creeps me out. A Florida man has been battling a roach invasion in his apartment. I guess they were taking over, and he says he woke up one morning earlier this month to hear a crawling in his ear. A roach was burrowing inside my head. This guy's name is Blake Collins, said. I could hear his legs inside me. It felt like someone was shoving a Q-tip all the way inside my head, and there was nothing I could do to stop it. Collins, who is 25, went to a Tallahassee hospital where a doctor used a syringe and lidocaine to kill the cockroach. He says, I heard it die in my head. When he poured the lidocaine in, I could feel him go super, super fast, kicking and trying to dig its way out. And a faint little squeal, and then 2 minutes later, it just stopped, and he had died. But the nasty insect left something behind, an egg. Oh, God. So this guy had a cockroach lay an egg in his ear. Yeah, that gives me the creeps. I would hope it gives everybody the creeps. I don't think anybody wants cockroaches laying eggs in their ears. I think I speak for us all on this one. What else do I have out of Florida? Nothing. Doesn't look like anything too interesting. Let's look at the local news. I went straight to Florida because that's usually where the good stuff is. Always head straight to Florida for cockroaches in your ear. There was a bear chase today that I missed. They ended up being tranquilized and taken further out into the wilderness, but I did see the update on that. I was at a meeting and could not watch it. Always a bummer when I miss a good bear chase. Sears is closing 63 more stores, and somehow the LA or the Burbank location keeps surviving. They say there's only one in LA County. Let's see where here's the list. So they're closing the Sears at 100 South Puente Hills Mall in the City of Industry. And I think there's one more here in California, but I think that's our localist one. The Burbank Sears is a ghost town. I don't know how that one survives. No, maybe not. I thought there was one more in... Oh, yeah, here we go. It's in Ridgecrest. It was a Kmart, China Lake Boulevard in Ridgecrest. So, sad news, A lot of retail. Toys R Us, like we talked about yesterday. Bummer, But we are a changing consumer, right? The way the world shops is changing. Oh, there's a basketball game that just came on my TV. It is Cleveland versus Golden State. And it's almost to the half, and Cleveland is winning by a little bit. Let's see if we have anything else in the local news. Oh, yeah. Trump's been on a pardoning trip. He pardoned that Dinesh D'Souza, which when I worked on the Insana show back in the day on that, you know, finance and political talk show, we had him on as a guest and he was kind of out there. And I know Ron did not dig him. We only had him on once. What else do we have? I think next week is election week, so you got to get ready to go vote. Like I said, I already did that. So let's see. I don't see anything else super interesting here. Except here's a little family business. You ever thought of starting a business with your mom? You probably don't want to start this one. This was in Riverside County. A mother and son were arrested on suspicion of pimping and pandering and running a brothel. They say they were investigating several advertising websites offering prostitution services when they came into contact with a woman who said she was being sexually exploited by a mother and son. On May 25th, authorities served a search warrant at the home of 48-year-old Angeline, nicknamed Barbie Ashley, and her son Jordan Ashley. And arrested the two and seized evidence. They were booked into jail on suspicion of pimping, pandering, and running a brothel. If you know anything about any hookering with them, it's 951-353-7204. Although I don't think the pod peeps know anything about anybody doing any hookering. Except maybe Stench. What else do I have? I was out at Cal State Northridge for a while today, and then I was in the office. So I was kind of around. I didn't get to check a lot of stuff out today. Uh-oh, it looks like they poked LeBron in the eye. They're trying to take him out because he is a one-man army, and now it's tied. See, they poked LeBron in the eye, and now they tied up the game. Let's see. There's some Bachelor drama, but who cares about that? Or Bachelorette. I don't care about Kim Kardashian. I don't know who Famous Dex is, but he got arrested. Drake has some beef with somebody. I don't care about that. Uh-oh. Montel Williams has been hospitalized. He was rushed to the hospital in New York City Wednesday after suffering a medical emergency during a workout at a local gym. They say he's doing well and expects to be discharged soon. They spoke with his reps, TMZ did, and they told him that he was doing dumbbell squats when something went wrong. He didn't feel right, went back up to his room. While there, he realized the situation was serious and he needed medical attention, so he called for help. He was rushed to the hospital, but now he is expected to make a full recovery. So there you go. And according to TMZ, Tom Cruise has begun filming Top Gun 2. Is that something people have a desire to see, Top Gun 2? Let's see. They say Tom Cruise was casually riding solo on a motorcycle Wednesday afternoon on the set of the Top Gun sequel, Top Gun Maverick. Day one of filming went down at a military base in San Diego. They say also got a shot of one of the fighter jets that will presumably be used in the sequel. God, the original came out in 1986. So they say so far the plot for the sequel has been kept under wraps. And other than Tom, no casting's been announced. So there you go. I bet they make Tom Cruise like a instructor and they bring in some new guy to carry on the legacy, right? That would be my guess. If I was writing Top Gun 2, I would do that and I would bring Goose back from the dead. Because if you don't, you need Goose. And yeah, I'd put Val Kilmer on a diet and bring him back. Or better yet, have big Val Kilmer. And he can, I don't know what he can do. So, anyway, it is not a movie I would desire to see, but there you go. They have started working on that. So, if you are Top Gun fan, you are so lucky. I can't remember the last Tom Cruise movie I saw that I liked. Maybe Rain Man? I've never seen any of his whatever that like spy or whatever the movies he is. I've never seen any of those. I didn't see any of the Mission Impossibles. I didn't see. Yeah, Rain Man might be the last Tom Cruise movie I saw that I liked. Oh, he was good in Magnolia. Remember he played the like motivational dating speaker guy. He was good in that. But that was also like in the 90s. So let's see if there's any other news that we should cover because I might just wrap this up. Because I don't have a lot to say and it's the weekend. And you guys probably, it's summertime now. You want to go get your summertime on. It's supposed to be hot this weekend too. So you can do actual summertime stuff, which would be pretty awesome. Because every weekend up to this point has been kind of drizzly and crappy. So to have an actual, this is not good. Where did this happen? Sorry, I'm a slow loader. Let's see. God, this story, I don't think it was in the U.S. No, it says Asia. But it won't load. Come on. Here it is. 1 year after an Australian hoarder died, cleaners find an unknown mummified body in his house, and police are treating the death as suspicious. Bruce Roberts, the man who lived in the house, was discovered dead last year. He was described as a recluse and a hoarder by neighbors. Cleaning crews uncovered a mummified body either under a rug or rolled up in one in the back of the house in Australia, according to neighbors and police. The occupant of the home died close to a year ago, and the owners organized for the property to be cleaned this week. Neighbors described Bruce Roberts, the man who lived in the house, as a recluse and a hoarder, according to the Australian Broadcasting Company. He was discovered dead last year in the house located in the suburbs of Sydney. Let's see. Though it's unclear how long the body has been decomposing in the home, police said in a statement that it had been there for a considerable amount of time. It was also unclear whether the quiet man who lived in the home, which was still surrounded by piles of old tires, wood, and cardboard, had anything to do with the person's death. One neighbor said the guy came across as childlike. He was in his late 50s or 60s and had the same brown jacket on. He was childlike in a way he just had no expressions, nothing. The neighbor who was not named told that, all right, you'd say hello and he'd just mutter hello or just not notice. He lived in a tiny little house on the corner. It's completely overgrown and you can see rubbish in the garden. So nobody knows who this person they found mummified in there is. They say it's very creepy and sad, especially when you don't know how it happened. So there you go. A little, nothing like an Australian mummy to spice up a Friday solo pod, right? See if there's anything else in here before I wrap it up. It does not look like it. Oh, teens are ditching Facebook. Facebook's going to be only for old people soon. All right. I don't see anything else interesting. So we are going to wrap this up. You are going to go have a great weekend. Hopefully, Stench and I will be together Monday. I have not heard an update from my sister yet on when we will be able to pull the plug on subscriptions, but I don't think it's happening today because she did not tell me anything. So I will update you on that when I know. But until then, have a wonderful weekend. And that is it. Jack off.